Audio Jungle.
Albert Dryden had suffered a stroke while in custody and was admitted to a care home in County Durham, where he died at the weekend. He was jailed for life at Newcastle Crown Court in the early 90s for shooting dead planning officer Harry Collinson after building a house illegally. Dryden built the house in a hollow in the ground, mistakenly believing that he didn't need planning permission because it was hidden from view. Derwentside District Council, which no longer exists, was due to demolish the bungalow on June 20, 1991, and the media were present to film the demolition after several years of legal wrangling. Police officer Stephen Campbell was also shot in the backside, while Tony Belmont received a bullet to one of his arms. He had ploughed his redundancy money into the one-acre plot of land at Eliza Lane, Butsfield, a few miles from Consett, which he called Maryland Close. He put up 2 greenhouses, a shed, parked a caravan on the land, and built an archway at the gate at entrance.He. He also hired a digger and scooped out more than 2,000 tons of earth from near the fence with the road and built a partly sunken bungalow in the resulting hole, forming a screening mound around it. He also said that he wanted to spend his time tinkering with American cars, growing vegetables and keeping livestock.On. The day media gathered with Dryden on the land with his friends and supporters. Dryden had a letter from the Planning Inspectorate, which he had fixed to his gate, indicating no action could be taken until an appeal had been heard. The letter had given Dryden the belief the council was breaking the law, even though there were no grounds for an appeal. Harry Collinson came to the gate, looked at the letter, and told him it contained nothing to prevent the demolition. Dryden replied that you might not be around to see the outcome of this disaster. Mr Collinson told Dryden he could have time to move things out of the building, and he moved to a point in the fence where the bulldozer was to come through. Dryden went to his caravan and picked up a First World War revolver, strode back to the fence, and drew the weapon on Mr Collinson, whose last words were to the TV crew, "Can you get a shot of this?" Dryden then fired at the fleeing crowd, hoping to get the council's solicitor, Mike Dunstan, but instead hitting TV reporter Tony Belmont in the arm and PC Stephen Campbell in the backside. Dryden had denied murder but was convicted after a trial and jailed for life at Newcastle Crown Court in 1992. He was denied parole in 2001 after it was felt he showed little evidence of remorse. Durham County Councillor Alex Watson, who served as leader of the district council at the time, said, "I last saw Albert a few weeks ago. He knew he did not have long left, and he wanted to see me before he died. He could not talk and was communicating with his eyes." I have stayed in loose contact with Albert over the years. I had known him all my life. I was heavily involved with him at the time of the murder. I was told to stay away that day. I believe if I had been there it would not have happened. All he needed was a bit more time. The whole thing was a tragedy for Harry Collinson, but also for Albert. Albert was a quiet person. He kept very much to himself. He just wanted to get on with his life. He loved the country and wanted to live in the country, which is why he built a house there.